Well, I'm on my feet. That means I'm angry or I got a whiz. No! Nothing!
Last week, are you high?
I get angry. I hate that.
Enraged.
Nothing!
Number 5.
Commercials for medication I've never used, will never use, and don't see myself ever using. I'm into the millions of minutes at this point. Latest is the Flomax one. The 4 guys with the one token black guy in there who clearly isn't friends with any of these guys, but somebody said we got to shoehorn a black guy in with all the gray hairs, so they got that guy in there, and they're driving along in their Mustang convertible, and they have to keep pulling over and taking a whiz, and the other ones are on a boat, and they got to keep taking a whiz. First off, I understand the concept of taking a whiz. I don't need to see the old-timer limping to the bathroom every 10 seconds, but I just thought to myself, look, at the end of every one of these commercials, whether it's for the Flomax or whether it's for the whatever, whether it's the Vagisil, or forget about all the stuff. I don't have a vagine. I've seen 2,000 commercials just for that area as a dude. And then they always say, consult your doctor. Well, how about you just go consult your doctor? I don't need a commercial telling me to tell you to go consult your doctor. Just go consult your doctor. If you can't make a trip to the mailbox without stopping every 10 feet to take a whiz, feel free to consult your doctor and leave me alone. I want to see real commercials. Commercials, for pizza and monster trucks. Yeah. Real stuff that I can enjoy, or that GoDaddy commercial, or all that good, healthy commercial stuff. I don't want to see a commercial with an old man having to take a leak, and I don't want to see one with the vag of this and the cream of that and ass stuff, whatever it is. I don't even want to see cough syrup commercials. We get it. You get coughs. You go to the store, you buy your crap, you come home. I'm tired of the goddamn medication commercials. And hold on. And then the 20-minute disclaimer at the end of the commercial with, projectile vomiting.
Yeah, it could cause hot sweats, cold sweats, fever,
dizzy. And what you shouldn't do, don't try to ditch a plane in the Hudson River. Do not attempt to walk a tightrope between the World Trade Centers. We get it. There's a bunch of crap. By the way, consult your doctor. Let him tell you what not to do. I'm going to operate some heavy equipment. Let him tell you what not to do. All right, thank you.
What's going on over there?
Kellogg's dropping Phelps.
Number 4.
Guy smokes a little weed. All he does is swim around like a grouper in a tank, and we just cheer and throw money at him. Let him rip a B-load. Jesus Christ, he was on a college campus. Last time I checked, you almost have to smoke weed on a college campus. I mean, it really they would toss you off the campus if you didn't rip a B-load. Let the guy be a 23-year-old. Let the guy enjoy himself. But listen, Kellogg's, you hypocrites. You guys just make stoner kibble. That's all you make. Everything you make is for stoners. You make Pop-Tarts, Frosted Flakes. You make the Rice Krispie treats and the Rice Krispies. You make a s'mores breakfast cereal. Something that you're supposed to eat once a year by campfire, you make for breakfast. You've been giving kids diabetes for like the last 100 years, and you're going to turn your nose up at this guy? Seriously, what causes more trouble just from a health standpoint, really? Marijuana or everything that Kellogg's makes that all the morbidly obese kids are now consuming by the box load? Really? And you're turning your nose up at this herb that grows wild? There's a wild herb that grows. We don't put on any weight, and it doesn't do anything to your blood sugar, and it doesn't do anything to your insulin levels. That's nothing bad for you. But you're turning your nose on that, yet you're feeding kids sacks of sugar for breakfast? You hypocrites. Kiss my ass.
Number 3.
Tyler Perry movies. I don't know if you guys know this cat. It's Oprah's best friend. He came up with this hysterical thing where he plays Medea. He's a sassy, physically violent, heavy-set black woman.
Great role model.
A great role model. And he's like, every single one is, I'll kick your ass. Don't give me my gun. And it's not even threats of violence. It's violence. It's give me my gun. I'm going for my shotgun. Really? This is, and Tyler Perry's such a hero, by the way, to the black community for portraying people of your own as just crazy, hysterical, violent women. This is awesome. Meanwhile, he's on Oprah because it's like, hey, hey, this guy, he's, oh boy, what a pillar of the community. What a role model. This guy is making millions of dollars just because he's black. Pure and simple. That's the only one who sees his movies. That's his only audience. He goes on Oprah. These movies suck. They're horrible. His TV show, House of Pain, pain spelled like it's someone's last name. Oh, that's some funny stuff.
The double entendre.
Morbidly obese black people just yelling at each other. You are cashing in. You really are. And nobody will call him out on it. No one will say. And by the way, Whitey Critic can't say anything because then that makes you racist. His stuff is subpar and it's junk. And Oprah does the ultimate form of racism, which she embraces the hack. She embraces, essentially, this guy, Rob Schneider. This basically, he would be Rob Schneider if he was white. And she embraces him with both loving big fat arms. Kiss my ass, Tyler Perry, all the way to goddamn bank.
Number 2.
Medea's going to jail now. Look out. I'll kick your ass. Oh, that's good stuff. What year is it? What year is it? All right. The guy who took the picture of Phelps, the guy or the girl, the vermin. I'm upgrading you to vermin because I'm feeling good. You took this picture and you sold it for measly $400 and you essentially ruined somebody's life. Now look, I don't believe these pictures should be legal even when they're on public grounds, but when you're in someone's dorm room and you're partying, can a guy party? Can a guy get his groove on anymore? Jesus Christ, the guy has been swimming nonstop for the last 20 years. He wants to take a break and rip a bong load, and you got to get out the camera phone and take a picture and ruin this guy's career. But from a society standpoint, all we want to talk about is Phelps smoking weed. That's not the topic. The topic is privacy. What the hell has happened to our society? Really? Guy can't go to a party in a dorm room on a college campus and smoke a little herb without someone taking a picture of this guy and spreading it all over the planet? And all the news outlets want to do is talk about Phelps. Is he setting a bad example? Does he have a problem with marijuana? So on and so forth. What about the a-hole who took this picture? Remember when everyone went nuts over this Patriot Act 5 years ago? We're doing it to ourselves. Forget about Gitmo. We're living in Gitmo. You can't move. You can't take a step without someone taking a goddamn picture of you and putting it on the internet. That's the real erosion of our democracy. That is our Patriot Act. Thank you.
Number 1.
Oh, the prostitution sting. What was this story, T?
A guy in New York was just trying to rent an adult movie at an adult movie shop, and he was approached by a cop who said, do you want to go home and have sex? And then busted him when he said yes.
Yes. As I've said many times, we're always short on cops. There's two things we don't have. We're always short on firemen and we're short on cops. But the difference between firemen and cops is firemen don't just stand around buildings that aren't burning waiting for something to happen in large groups and then occasionally setting them on fire themselves, which is basically what they do when they ask you, hey, would you like a date? Yeah, gay guy goes out, he's going to rent himself a little gay porn. Some hot 24-year-old cop who's been doing a lot of push-ups evidently says, hey, brother, you're lonely, you want to head home with me? And the guy says, fine. Next thing you know, we're arresting this guy. The ports are wide open. If you call the cops, it takes them 5 hours to show up to your goddamn house out here in L.A. There's never enough cops. Well, if we don't have enough cops, perhaps cruising the gay section at the video store is not where we need them. Perhaps being out on the street, solving crime, busting crime, stopping crime is where we want them. And by the way, is whoever says we need more crackdown on prostitution rings?
The citizens don't care.
We don't care. It's called the world's oldest profession for a reason. Pot ain't going away. Prostitution ain't going away. Good times and bad times, it's always going to be there. So cops, move on, you a-holes, and start busting the people we want busted, namely the violent criminals, not the lonely homosexuals.
Until next time.
And I'm sorry, I'm pissed off.
Last week.
I feel like everyone should be angry.
In Rage.